Hi, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video I want to share with you for how long you have to use niacinamide to see some improvements and where I'm getting that information from. So for this we are looking into Leslie Bauman's Cosmeceuticals and Cosmetic Ingredients book. This is a book that I can highly recommend if you want to learn more about the skin itself, the different skin types and the skincare ingredients. Because she basically looked at the individual studies, put them together into one big summary when going over the different chapters so that you understand what has been tested, how it has been tested, and the outcome of it. And it is written in a more understandable way so that you and I, who are really interested in skincare, so that you get that information as well. So if you can, I highly recommend getting your hands on it. So let's look into the chapter of niacinamide, which you can see right here. Now I've only highlighted what is important now for this specific video, which you can see right here. And those are all the studies that have been done in the past on niacinamide alone. And so it isn't much, but still we have some evidence what has been tested to then back this up based on what you often hear in claims when looking into the individual skincare products. So let's get started right here on the top. In 2002, Hakozaki and others examined 18 Japanese women with hyperpigmentation. In the clinical trial over 4 weeks, the 18 participants with hyperpigmentation used a 5% niacinamide moisturizer and a vehicle moisturizer in paired design. So this was the first study where they've worked with a 5% niacinamide moisturizer. So basically 9 people had a niacinamide moisturizer where the other 9 did not have a niacinamide moisturizer, and they compared it to see what niacinamide would do and to what extent. So the investigators found that niacinamide significantly reduced hyperpigmentation. Then when looking into the other studies, it says that 120 subjects with facial tanning were assigned to the 2 of the 3 treatments. So the vehicle, sunscreen, and a 2% niacinamide plus sunscreen. And this is where they found that niacinamide significantly enhanced skin lightness in comparison to the vehicle alone. So we are working in the same time frame. So this trial went for 4 weeks, where they've tested once the 5% niacinamide product, and with the other group they tested the 2% niacinamide group. And they figured out that the products containing niacinamide were helping with the reduction of hyperpigmentation and skin lightening. And then when looking into the next study right here, it says that in 2004, Bissett and others conducted a 12 weeks double-blind, placebo-controlled, split-phase, left-right randomized clinical study with 50 Caucasian women aged 40 to 60 to compare a moisturizer containing 5% niacinamide and a controlled moisturizer. The investigators found that the well-tolerated niacinamide formulation imparted significant improvements in fine lines and wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, skin texture, and redness, basically red blotchiness and sallowness compared to the control product. So this trial went for 12 weeks. Again, a 5% niacinamide moisturizer, where one half of the face would use niacinamide containing product and the other half did not contain niacinamide to do the study. Now they found significant improvements while they were working with the niacinamide product, and so they then the next year later they wanted to try this clinical study again, but this time they want to keep the focus more so on the anti-aging benefits that niacinamide apparently can offer. So basically to verify if it's niacinamide that has done this. So then this is what follows. The next year, Bissett and others sought to clinically determine the anti-aging effects of topical niacinamide, in addition to the well-established improvement on hyperpigmentation. In this 12-week, double-blind, left-right randomized study, 50 white females with clinical signs of facial photoaging twice daily applied a 5% niacinamide product to half of the face and its vehicle control to the other half. The researchers observed that the niacinamide treated areas demonstrated marked improvement in elasticity as well as in reduction of fine lines and wrinkles, hyperpigmented spots, red blotchiness, and skin sallowness. So they basically confirmed in this study that niacinamide has not only benefits for those that have hyperpigmentation issues, but if they are looking into an anti-aging product as well, then this is where they can use niacinamide too. And so this is basically the research that is available. As you can see, it's only just a handful of studies, and that's basically it. There are still so many questions that are open to me. The first one would be, out of, for example, the 18 Japanese women or the 120 subjects, or for example, the 50 Caucasian women, how many of those people have actually finished the entire study? Because when looking into other studies, you can often see, well, when 50 people were like participating in the start, only 40 of them could actually finish it, because throughout that time some of the people may had like a reaction to it or did not tolerate it well, therefore they had to stop with the trial. So you do not have the concluded outcome of this specific study. Then when looking into the period of time, what they're talking about over the 4 to 12 weeks period of time where they were testing those specific like concerns with niacinamide product. So we do not know what's going to happen if you're going to use it for much longer than that. Is it actually needed? Plus, when it comes to the percentage of niacinamide that has been used, you can see it's only a low percentage, so it's between 2 to 5%. So if you should have a 10% niacinamide serum at home, we do not know how a 10% niacinamide serum is going to perform. Is it actually needed? Does it give you faster results, or is it maybe just more irritating than a low percentage? Those are all questions that you have to ask yourself. Then when looking into the studies individually, you often can read the study, they explain everything in detail. Still, there are some questions that I have when reading through them, but you rarely see a picture, like a before-after picture of what has been tested, which basically to me would explain more than just reading the study itself, especially when it comes to hyperpigmentation. Like it says significantly reduced hyperpigmentation. Well, yes, but what does this mean? What does it look like? If I have like a big mark right here, is it after 4 weeks gone, or is it just a tiny bit lighter? This makes a huge difference to what you're going to expect. And so therefore take that information with a grain of salt, but you can see it has been tested in some way, but still I would wish there would be more studies done and more like in depth with pictures like before and afters. So based on that, this is what I wanted to share with you. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did so, please don't forget to give the thumbs up as well as share it, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.